Hi, everyone. Today, we're talking about franchises, what they are, and what to consider before buying one. I once dreamed of owning a coffee shop or a cleaning business, but didn't know where to start. With help from friends and the Small Business Legal Clinic, I can now make an informed decision.
Exactly. Understanding how franchises work will help you gauge your strengths, budget, and risks, like assembling furniture but with fewer missing pieces. Luckily, this video will be your instruction manual. Let's dive in.
Let's start with some basics. A franchise is like owning your own business. However, you won't need to start from scratch. That is because a franchise is usually established with a name and business plan. The franchisor grants another party, the franchisee, the right to operate a business using its brand, trademarks, and business model. The franchisee typically pays fees and follows specific rules set by the franchisor, sometimes in exchange for support, such as training and marketing.
That sounds intriguing. So, how does a franchise work in action?
Great question. Think of a popular fast food chain. They let franchisees open restaurants using their name, recipes, and system for a fee. In return, franchisees sell the chain's burgers while following its rules.
Exactly. Since it's like owning a business, you need to understand what it entails, the obligations, fees beyond the purchase price, and what you're signing up for.
I'm learning so much. So how do I know what the fees are? And what kind of fees I'm responsible for?
To see what fees you're responsible for, check the franchisor's franchise disclosure document. It details costs like the initial fee, royalties, legal fees, and operating expenses. Now let's break them down.
An initial fee in a franchise is the upfront cost you pay to the franchisor to join the business.
Operating costs are the everyday expenses of running a business. These include rent, utilities, employee wages, supplies, and equipment maintenance.
A royalty fee is an ongoing payment to the franchisor for using the brand, business model, and support services. It's usually a percentage of sales, but can sometimes be a fixed fee.
Lastly, legal fees cover the costs of setting up, maintaining, and running a franchise. This includes dealing with regulators and ensuring compliance with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, the agency that protects consumers and enforces franchise laws.
Remember, a franchise is a long-term commitment, so research the agreement before signing. Many franchisees enter under-advised, missing key details about operations and risks.
Great point. Misunderstanding the franchise contract can lead to costly mistakes. Sellers might throw out impressive numbers, but always ask, "Where's the data?" and check the franchise disclosure document. That is a legal document franchisors provide to potential franchisees. It outlines fees, financials, legal history, and operational requirements, helping buyers make informed decisions.
Remember, you will have various obligations, maybe even quotas, and it's up to you to make it work, handling marketing, operations, and legal compliance.
Running a franchise also means building a strong team, hiring the right people, training them well, and keeping operations smooth. You'll also need to follow labor laws, safety rules, and industry regulations.
Now, when reviewing a franchise agreement, focus on key items: initial fees, ongoing costs, financial statements, litigation history, supply agreements, and your obligations. Pay special attention to item 19. It covers financial performance representations. While not required, always ask for it and review everything carefully before signing.
That's right. And always ask about exit options and termination clauses. You need to know your way out if things go south. And don't hesitate to ask questions. Just be sure to get the answers in writing for future reference.
There's a lot to consider. Before committing, we should meet with an attorney to review the franchise documents and identify any potential gaps. We should also talk with a business advisor to create a financial plan that forecasts profits and losses. This will help us decide if this is the right move.
Buying a franchise is a big investment. It's important to understand the risks, obligations, and financial commitments. Legal counsel can help you navigate the fine print and any missing information. This will give you the confidence to make the right choice.
Knowledge is power. So do your homework, ask the right questions, and make the best decision for your future.